As year-end approaches, performances and movies that'll warm your heart are lined up or are waiting to be released. Movies turned musicals and musical turned movies are adding some extra excitement this season, which we want to delve into today with culture critic Professor Chie Hye-won at Kyung Hee University. Welcome, Professor Chie.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So first off, let's begin with a musical based on a movie. There is a noteworthy release here in Korea that'll present the audience a whole new world.
Right. Exactly. So recently, about 10 days ago, one of the steady-selling Broadway musical Aladdin has arrived in Seoul. So the Disney's Aladdin originally came out as animated film in 1992. So I'm sure you guys remember some of the songs. You just the song, and something else like A Friend Like Me, and everything is like very, very famous numbers. And the stage musical was actually produced based on the animation, the animation by Disney Theatrical in Seattle. It premiered in Seattle in 2011, and after several trial productions, the stage musical finally opened on Broadway 2014. So based on the huge success, both the animated film and the stage musical, so Disney also produced the live-action movie, the films in 2019, starring with Will Smith and Mina Masad and the Naomi Scott. The film was a global hit and pretty successful here in Korea as well, bringing almost 13 million audiences to the movie theaters. So now you can see Aladdin, Genie, and Princess Jasmine on stage. So the Korean licensed production of Aladdin finally opened at Charlotte Theater in Seoul, and the tickets are sold out until the end of January. And I was so lucky enough to see the show last week, but don't worry, it will be running next June, so you probably get a chance to see it.
All right, and I also heard that they're going to run the musical in Busan in July,
right,
so we have still many chances to get some tickets,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
Definitely. And what do you think makes the Korean version of the musical Aladdin unique? And does it reflect the cultural characteristics and emotions of the Korean audience?
Yeah, actually, the Korean audiences love Disney shows, especially during the peak season, like holiday seasons, like now. And it's Disney musicals as large scale and spectacular and family-friendly and happy ending shows. And of course, the Korean actors are amazing. So each of the leading character is performed by 3 different actors. So Kim Jun-soo, Park Kang-yeon, and Seo Kyung-soo are playing Aladdin, and Jung Sung-hwa, Kang Hong-seok, and Jung Won-young are playing Genie, and Min Kyung-ah, Choi Ji-hye, and Lee Sung-kyung are playing Princess Jasmine. So they are all fascinating, and the audiences could discover various attractions from the different actors. And especially the famous actor Lee Sung-kyung made her stage debut from in this production, and who actually looks like Princess Jasmine.
Right.
And also the show has well localized for the Korean audiences. So it's like with the translation, audience-friendly translation, and hilarious local jokes. So it was super fun, and people love it.
I'm very much looking forward, especially Lee Sung-kyung, as you mentioned, it's her debut as a musical actress, but I did watch her sing Frozen's Love is an Open Door with Angmyu's, the male singer of Angmyu.
Right.
So I loved that duet. And just quickly on a personal note, I'm currently learning musical, and that's why I watched that specific performance by Lee Sung-kyung to, also kind of learn from her expressions as an actress on the screen as well as on the stage.
She actually has a Disney kind of voice.
Ah, right. That's what I thought as well.
Right.
So Professor Chie, let's now turn to cinema. There is a movie now currently in theaters that was adapted from a musical, and that's gained lots of popularity here as well. So tell us more about that.
That's right. One of the mega hit Broadway musical Wicked was recently released as a live-action film starring Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Wicked is based on the novel of the same name and a well-known musical to the Korean theatergoers as well, because both the touring production and locally licensed production has been playing several times here in Seoul and several other cities. So Wicked opened on Broadway in 2003 and has been the best and steady selling show for the last 2 decades. So the producers actually wanted to adapt it into film for a long time, and the audiences knew about it. So many audiences worldwide have been awaiting it as well. So since opening like about 10 days ago, Wicked movie continued to break the box office record with earning more than $200 million at the domestic box office, and as of now becomes the highest grossing movie of the all time based on Broadway musical in the United States, and as the first biggest worldwide stage to screen production. And here in Korea as well, it brought more than 1 million audiences to the movie theaters and critically acclaimed as well.
Right, so really famous worldwide. But taking a look at how it is being appealing to Korean fans in particular, I heard there were also some specific strategies here in Korea.
Yeah, kind of the strategies, like marketing strategies and like bringing more Korean audiences to the movie theaters. So Wicked in Korea has been released 2 different versions. One is the original version with the subtitle, and the other one is the local language version with the Korean musical actors. Some of them have already played the same character on stage, including Park Hae-na as Alphaba, Jung Se-na as Glinda, Go Eun-sung as Fiyero, and Nam Kyung-ju as Wizard. They all actually had the experiences playing the same character on stage. And translating musical theater like Wicked is not easy at all. It's because there are various layers of narratives and contextual or cultural barriers, especially for the lyrics. So the Korean language version of Wicked, the movie, took advantage of the stage production's translation, so which is actually already proved to attract the audiences to the theater. And Wicked movie has used strong marketing strategies as well for the local audiences on the various social media platforms, including YouTube and like Instagrams, and in some local spots, including movie theaters such as GV with the musical actors, who actually acted for the Korean language version, and some like pop-up stores. So audiences are getting more interested in the movie version.
I see.
And what's attractive about these sort of crossovers, and do you expect to see more of this in the future?
Oh, this kind of the like movie to
musical
stage,
and
right.
Yeah.
Lots of stage musicals have been based on the films, or they have been actually translated to films, but branding of successful works are very hard and very limited. So the production budget are increasing very, very high, which means culture industry getting more competitive and it's riskier. So for the producer's point of view, they wanted to rely on some existing brand of the successful work. So that's one of the reason behind the adapting works. And for the audience point of view, maybe they would like to watch the variation of the work they like. So it expands their cultural experiences and enjoyment as well. So I believe we may see more these kind of adaptations. For instance, in next year, not only the other half of Wicked, but the live-action versions of Disney's Snow White, Moana, and Frozen will be released. So we're going to see more of these kind of adaptations in very near future.
That's quite interesting. So what do you think are some limitations or challenges that these adaptations face?
Oh, yeah, there are successful works and over the flops as well. So the stage musicals and movies are very, very different media platforms. So while theatergoers are somewhat limited because we have to go there physically, and the tickets are expensive than movie tickets. So, and the movies are attracting broader audiences. So the producing film is much more expensive than producing the stage musical. So that's why the film producers brought like big name stars like Ariana Grande in Wicked or Will Smith in Aladdin. So I think the casting for Wicked is one of the reasons behind its success. So casting is one of the obstacles for the producers. And sometimes that's why sometimes they make some changes adapting works. So adding extra numbers or some storylines. For instance, a Wicked movie, they actually contains only one half of the real work on stage. So which is actually the producers added more scenes and like relationship of the characters. So, and you can see the other half next year. So, and moreover, you can hear the famous song Speechless only in the movie version of Aladdin. So like extra numbers or extra storylines. So they made the changes because they intended to attract the audiences different way. And in spite of these strategies, there are challenges though. So and I think the biggest obstacle is audiences' expectations because they know how the original was successful and they knew actually why they liked the show. So they have high expectations and that's one of the obstacles I think.
And keeping note of that, just briefly, what should Korea do to succeed in these crossovers in the future?
Actually, in Korea, there are some stage musical productions based on the film, but there are not many of them the opposite way. We do have Young-woong, the hero, the stage musical transferred to the musical films, which released 2 years ago. But that was the only one. So I think we have to learn more about how to produce it, how to create those kind of stuff from the other, like from international productions as a case study.
Good recommendation. Thank you very much, Professor Chie, for your insights today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Walter, as always.
Thank you.